I believe what we've been doing with the startups today was just another journey towards the kind of support we give startups. So we've been working with startups for the last few years. Today's announcement and discussion was around how do we continue supporting startups with generative AI, which has become a big technology play and a huge platform change for Microsoft and most global companies. And the value proposition that we talk with or deal with startups still remains the same. So access to technology, this time it's obviously AI. Second piece is around access to our customers, between us and our partners as well. And then the third big piece is also access to financing through our partners with various VCs and investors across the world. As I said earlier, today we've supported more than 12,000 startups across Africa in the last 3 years. And we've actually reached more than 24,000 startups. But this new journey we are beginning today is a real focus on how do we leverage generative AI to scale up our African startups that are working on AI or are actually AI startups. And that's what we're looking forward to. Given Microsoft's mission around empowering every individual and organization to achieve their potential, and we look at AI, and then look at the African context of being the youngest continent, we see and believe that AI could be a good technology to actually allow Africa to leapfrog some of the challenges they're facing, or rather those challenges are actually opportunities for startups like Zendawa and Price and Pesawise to actually solve some of those problems while creating businesses, which is another economic upside for Africa. So I see that as a big opportunity. We still have the youngest continent. That's reflected also in our population in Kenya. And it's a big opportunity for some of the people coming out of university that are looking to build solutions to leverage the AI solutions and the AI technology that Microsoft and the tech ecosystem provides to set up new businesses as well. So I think, I believe the opportunity we have here is a chance for us to create specific businesses, I would say, solving specific problems that are Kenyan and African in nature, but actually leveraging a global technology that Microsoft is offering support in a local context in Kenya and in Africa. So as I said earlier, we also have a big group of engineers in Kenya in our Africa Development Center that will also be mentoring and supporting a lot of these founders in seeing how they apply their technology in the right manner, or actually even coach them on how they can skill some of their teams to make sure that we leverage the full benefits of what AI can offer. But I'd also like to hear what Pesawise and Zendawa see in that opportunity as well. Some of the learnings, and I'll let Zendawa and Pesawise respond. The impact we've had so far in the last 2 to 3 years that we will still be continuing in this journey is we are actively engaging more than 12,000 startups. We are giving those startups an opportunity through the Founders Hub to access our technology initially for free with the credits that we give access to, and an ability for them to be coached and get specialist technical skills and support as they generate and continue developing their solution. The other opportunity we give is the events that we had today. How do the startups get to meet potential customers? How do they get to meet potential investors? How do they get to learn from each other and exchange ideas on how they can work with us? But the third thing that I'll talk about is with some of the startups we've grown up with. It's a big joy to see the opportunities that they open up when they meet some of our customers. So we've got a company that is using a co-pilot legal assistant. It's called Legal Interact. It's from South Africa. It's working with various law firms across Africa, but also some of the customers to have a legal assistant in their own legal departments that can help them get a lot more productive by looking at some of their contracts and giving them opportunities to understand where they can leverage or maybe change some of the contract frameworks that they have. So we've got various examples that we are looking at, but again, just to recap, the partnership we've launched today with various partners, including NVIDIA, KPMG, and Cloudmania, is to enable some of these startups to still scale in the right manner, to ensure that as they finish the coaching and the skilling they're getting through the program, they get to meet various investors, but also they get to do that with the right technology that we're providing from the partners as well. We've been working with the Kenyan government and continue to work with the Kenyan government on a number of AI initiatives. Recently, we launched an AI national skilling program, which will be targeting the skilling of 1 million people in Kenya, and the government is heavily involved in that. We made an announcement a few months ago about a joint investment between the government of Kenya, Microsoft, and G42 to invest in a data center in Kenya, which will be another way of expanding our AI infrastructure. Our AI infrastructure investment, and that investment will come in with additional engagements and initiatives that will be looking at skilling of cybersecurity individuals, skilling of specific AI technical developers as well. And we'll also look at how we develop local language models for Swahili. And then we are also talking to the government, and we've been partnering with the government on just our, when I look at our productivity tools, so looking at Microsoft 365 and how do we make sure that the government is fully digitized with the right email support and some of the various solutions that they need to just do their basic work in a more productive manner. So the various initiatives we are doing with the government, we encouraged with the focus that the government is putting in on digital transformation, and we are part and parcel with many other partners on driving that agenda forward.